Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Musa. Back to Campazzo. This one for three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Pass to Fall. Driving inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. They set the pick. Here's Musa. Oh, he misses the dunk. About a minute into this first quarter. Five to shoot. Driving to the basket.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And Campazzo missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Vizenkov. There's a screen. The three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Deck attacking. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Knocked away. Now Fournier. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Deck. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Here's Panathinaikos. Takes a three. And Musa pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the right side. Pass to Campazzo. They set the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Musa. Ibaka for three. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, a really deep three that time.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Musa. No points so far. Back to Campazzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And Campazzo pulls it down. There's 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Deck passes to Ibaka. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
To the left wing. Deck inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Deck's got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And there's a pick. Pass to Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. A deep 3. It's not going to go for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Pass to Njai. 6 to shoot. With the drive, banked it in off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Dorsey. From deep. First shot won't go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Peters. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Home team foul. Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Dorsey. It's deflected, and they recover it. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Oh, they pick off the pass. Finished off the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. Fires the 3. And he can't get that one. In transition, here they come. Pass to Azonia. No one near him. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Evans. 4 on the clock. They set a pick. Here's Peters. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Hazonia. Misses in close. A minute 50 left in the second. Knocked loose. Here's Garuba. Yet to see a basket. The shot by Hazonia, no good. Here's Peters. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. There's the drive. Dorsey. Garuba with a rebound.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Offensive board. Injai passes to Garuba. Here's Hazonia. The three-pointer off the mark.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Injai. Pass to Garuba. 43 seconds left in the half. From downtown. That shot off. Here's Dorsey. Drops in the three. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Going inside, it goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
20 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left in the second period. Count that bucket. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
From the arc. That shot is good by Campazzo.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot. Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big time home court advantage here.
Glad you could join us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. Got a piece of it. Deck attacking. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Personal foul. First team.
That free throw good from Ibaka. The visitors with the ball. 7-point differential.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he converts the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Musa. And And the layup is good off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
It's stolen. And he slams it in one-handed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Fournier. That one drops for him.
Fournier.
Fournier's got 7 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Fournier's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far.
0. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ibaka, the pass to Campazzo. Back to Ibaka from outside the arc.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Fournier. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. 9 points in the game.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Misses the layup.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Here's Vezinkov. The kick out to Fournier. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Fall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fall's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Musa. Fournier covering. 4-3. The shot no good. Here's Vezinkov. No points yet. The shot by Fournier, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Musa, good.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Vezinkov. Here's Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. Here's Deck, and he drives in. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third.
Home team foul. Musa. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is Fournier. 9 points in the game. They set the pick. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Over to the left wing. Poke loose. Here's Papa-Nicolau. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. That shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 6 points.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Now here's Fournier, guarded closely. Off with the layup.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Campazzo in at the one. Musa. Fournier with a rebound. Fournier's got 4 rebounds now. To the wing on the left. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. Clock at 4. To the left side wing. Here's the 3. And Musa pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Deck, that's good.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. They get the rebound. It's tipped. Here's Musa. Let's go with a 3. Deck. The second chance points on the tip-in.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
There's a screen. Into the lane. Pass to Dorsey. Over to the wing. Peters' shot is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Garuba down low.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Dorsey. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Garuba. Inside.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's Dorsey. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. And a nice finish on the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
There's a screen. Here's Azonia. Off target with the 3.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Inja. Pass to Azonia. Here's Inja. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get it to go. Here's Evans. Launches a 3. Pure from three-point range.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the screen. Pass to Dorsey. Tries it from 16. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Here's Evans. Pulls it from the corner. That one is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. Fires away from way outside. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face...
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin and it's Lucas in at the one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
None with it. Pass to Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. Three-pointer. Tries again. Yurtsevin kicks to Osman. The tray. No good on that one. Here's Campazzo. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Yurtsevin finds Hernan Gomez for the three. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Goes up with it again. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Pass to Azania. A three ball. It's hauled in by Athens.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Campazzo, the pass to Jack. Good on the triple. Jack's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nunn can't get it to fall. And here's the fast break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Got a hand on it. Here's Deck. Hernan Gomez covering. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here is Yurtsevin. And nothing is falling for him right now. Fires for 3. A nice shot by Campazzo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Athens with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bazania's shot is off. Athens trails by 10. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Osman.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And now here's Hazonia. Pass to Tavares. The shot from the low post is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nunn looking around. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Athens.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lasagna, the pass to Jack. Off target with his 3. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Ibaka, no luck. Athens trails by 6. Stolen. Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Athens. Pass to Yurtsevin. Beyond the arc. And it's Osman missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
From deep, Hernan Gomez. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Deck. And a miss there on the triple. The 3. The rebound by Ibaka. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. The 3. Good on the three-point shot. Dak's got 13 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up by 12. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Taking a look at Athens. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 6 points for him.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Azania. From deep. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Petro. They get it back. Launches a 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They get the rebound. Ibaka. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ibaka's got his second bucket.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And Azania gets it to go.
It's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the shot goes in.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Ibaka outside. Jack passes to Ibaka. Over to the left wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Campazzo's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Athens trails by 17. Lets the 3 fly. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. From the arc. Garuba's shot is off. To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Snatched up. Goes back up. Again, Athens.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Njai. It's good from long range. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the triple. The rebound by Njai. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Musa. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Takes a 3. And Garuba pulls it down.
A bit shocking that he has not registered 1 made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Out to the right wing. Drills the three-pointer. Garuba's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
For 3. Doesn't go that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Offensive rebound. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. And another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Leading by 17. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Well, guys, any thoughts on where these teams are heading?
A few will rise, a few will fall, and some, like my own career, remain strong in control.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the home team.
Well, to be honest,
Thank you for being with us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Athens trails by 17. Out to the right wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for Athens, fires the three. It's hauled in by Athens. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Right wing. It's tipped. And they're on the break. All alone. Again, Athens.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And that one, good.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
To the left wing. A three-pointer, no good. Athens trails by 14. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shoots it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
No good on that
one. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Now Athens with it. Down by 15. Puts up a 3. Deck pulls it in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the screen. Hazonia kicks to Enja. Stripped away. Hazonia defending. Athens with another miss. On to Ibaka. Shoots the 3. Traps in the tray. Ibaka's got 8 points.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. And here's the break. Here's Campazzo. Connects from three-point range. He's got 11.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range? All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Hazanya. No good with the triple.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The putback, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Athens shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And that one misses.
For the away team, number 26.
He doesn't get the second one. Pass to Deck. Ball stolen. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To stop the run. No good at the rim. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. It's good on the putback.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead. Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Tavares passes to Campazzo. From downtown. The shot off that time. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Athens shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. He got his own, and it's Ibaka in at the power forward. Brown with the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Here's Campazzo. Out to Ibaka. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares is... Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And stolen by Hazonia. Launches the three. The offensive rebound. It doesn't go for him. Now Athens with it. Papapetro. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
And that one misses. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Over to the wing. To the left side wing. Garuba. And the three off target. Garuba's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Brown drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Musa can't hit. Musa's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Sinks the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Fires the three. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
He's covered by Brown. Njai the pass to Garuba. The three drains it from beyond the arc.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Athens now. The three ball. Tries again. And Garuba pulls it down. Lays it up off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
14 feet away. And that one drops for him.
Assisted by number 44.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And a miss there on the triple. Poked loose. The tray. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Musa. Out to the wing. To the inside. Four on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. He doesn't hit that one. And so they get the victory here at home. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Fournier with the bucket.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Panathinaikos. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And they get it back. They get it again. Here's 7. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Vizenkov. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Osman passes to Yurtseven. Here's Osman. Good on the shot.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
None against Fournier. Here's Panathinaikos. The offensive rebound. And he comes up with a bucket.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Home team foul. Panathinaikos. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's none. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Athens?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Now here's none, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
It's hauled in by Athens.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The shot by Fournier, no good. On offense, here is Athens. They're on a 16-6 run. Left side, none. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The 3. The shot by Vizenkov, no good. Athens leading by 10. Pass to Osman. Deflected. They retain possession. Second shot opportunity. And no problem from Nunn as he finishes at the rim. Nunn's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Fournier with the ball. Nunn in his pocket. The rebound by Osman. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. .56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Off the mark there with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Pass to Vizenkov for three. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And he gets that one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Fournier against none. Now here's Fournier. Tight defense on him, and the layup is good. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
He got it up, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Athens with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is set. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Athens, here's Brown. Count it.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Athens leading by 11. Hernan Gomez with it. The shot, no good. Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Grant. From down in the low post, it goes. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Peters. And he banks in the layup.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Brown inside. Off target at the rim. Pass to Dorsey. Closed it in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Knocks it down from distance. Peters has got 5 now.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes it inside.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Hernan Gomez, no good. Here's Peters. He's got 5. Shot is up. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's the pick. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. It's good. And now just a 4-point Athens lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And it's good for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. Driving in. And Dorsey gets it to go. Dorsey's got his first 2 points. Athens leading by 4. Uses the glass on the layup.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
1:03 left in the second period. Here's Peters. Robbed. Grant, right side. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
32 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Evans, that's good.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And Grant gets it to go.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Peters. 4 seconds left. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Athens closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
And let's turn our attention now to... Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The kick out to Fournier. And a miss there on the triple.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And for Athens.
Foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Nunn. Lays it up and banks it in. Nunn's got 11.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Nunn's gotten all but 1 to fall. He's 5 of 6 now. Fournier with the ball. And your 7 picks him up defensively. Kept alive. Stolen. They're running. And for Athens, flushes it down to finish the break.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Take it away. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Deflects the pass. Here's Panathinaikos. 5 points in the game. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Osman. Here's 7, passes to Nunn. Osman on the wing. The 3, buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Osman's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Pass to Vezenkov, looking to win the run. The rebound by Osman.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The kick out to Fournier. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J. Fournier's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here he goes. And a strong finish with two hands.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Nunn. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Out to the wing. The shot by Fournier, no good. Athens leading by 10. .152 left in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Here's Panathinaikos. Off target from three-point range. Right side, Nunn. And there's the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Athens shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Panathinaikos. Pass to Vezenkov. Shot clock at 5. And here is Fournier over Nunn. Fournier with the bucket. Fournier's got 7 points here in the quarter.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Fournier for 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtsevens got rebound number 8 now. Here's Osman. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here we go. Here's Fournier. Second chance effort, and he lays it in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Gets the 3 ball to go. And so it's Athens in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball in. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
First team foul.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
So on the floor for Athens. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. Here's Peters. Let's go with a 3. Not going to go that time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
From downtown, they grab their own miss. Pass to Dorsey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the rejection. And they'll keep possession. Here's Evans. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Grant from the arc. Drains the triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. That one doesn't drop. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks. I don't know if that's the recipe.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
They set the pick. There's the three. And the three-pointer goes.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Out left to the wing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dorsey from the arc. On target from range.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. Up again. They shoot again. Fires the three. Unable to get that one.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. To the left wing. No good with a layup. He takes it in. And he trims the lead to single digits. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To the left side wing. Kick out to Brown. Puts up a three. And no good. Brown's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Hernan Gomez. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need a match.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Shoots. Peters, no good. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Misses from close range.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Yeah, that one's good. And so it's Athens with it. They led by as many as 18. Here's Brown. Bullseye! And so it's Athens winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hezonja, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Five on the clock. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Campazzo, the pass to Ibaka. They set the pick. Pass to Campazzo. 20 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Assisted by Campazzo.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Good work there as it goes. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Azania. And the three ball is good.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Al Fournier over to the left wing. For the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Deck. Back to Hazonia. Pass to Campazzo. 3 on the clock. Here's the three. Fall with the rebound. Outside Fournier. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Can't get the putback. Here's Deck. Pass to Ibaka. He's off on that one. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Panathinaikos, defended by Ibaka. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. And it's Vezenkov missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. .11 left here in the first quarter. Count that one. Fournier's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Campazzo. Hasn't made one yet. Hazonia with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Campazzo's shot is off. Fournier against Ibaka. Baseline jumper. Out left to the wing. Panathinaikos, the pass to Fall. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Away team ball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Really left alone that time. Azania's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by just 1. We've got more in. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
We've got Hazonia, and it's Njai in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Offensive rebound. Peters. It's blocked. And here comes the break. And finished off by Hazonia.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Garuba, he's checked in for Hezonja. Dorsey dishes to Evans. From the corner. The shot, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Musa passes to Enja. To the wing on the left. Here's Musa. To the left wing. Here's Garuba. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Peters with the bucket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
There's a screen. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the floater. 3-on-3. Here's Njai. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Away team foul. Yui. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Dorsey. Still yet to score. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
It's good from long range. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Yui driving the lane. Pass to Njai. It's deflected. 1:33 left in the first half. Peters. Now Dorsey. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Peters. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Another shot. Pass to Garuba. From deep three-point land. The shot misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Njai. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. 35 seconds left here in the second. There's a good screen, and he drives in. Offensive rebound. Pass to Dorsey. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And the basket by Njai.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Dorsey. A three-pointer, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the power forward. Pass to Campazzo. Back to Hezonja. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
You've got Hezonja, and it's Tavares in its center.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2 guard. Fournier's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And so Fournier nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Campazzo. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And now, here's Hezonja, who's guarded by Fournier, and he makes that one. Hezonja's got 9 points.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Knocked away. Tries to save it. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Away team foul. Hezonja, 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul.
The visitors on defense. It's a 3-point game. And stolen by Hezonja. Goes up and finished off by Hezonja.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And it's good for 2.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets. And that's his score. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Outside Fournier.
It's a great finish! Oh, my.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. He's got his 4th free throw of the game. That one misses for Fournier. Here's Hezonja. Deck passes to Ibaka. Down low. Here's Deck. They swipe it. Here's the break. Here's Panathinaikos. A rebound by Hezonja. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd. Ibaka for 3. No good there. Now here's Fournier. 12 points for him. To the right side. Leaps for it. Taken away. Hazonia with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. Fires from way outside. And Hazonia gets it to go. Hazonia's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. A nice shot by Campazzo.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Campazzo's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Pass to Vizenkov. Moves back up. A rebound by Hazonia. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Campazzo's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Hazonia with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. Deck's shot is good. Deck's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Fournier. Defense is right there. Pass to Fall. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for him.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to Fall.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Hazonia, and it's Njai in at the center position. Evans feeling it out a bit.
Away team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Dorsey. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Misses the wing J. Dorsey's gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. Pass to Njai. Here's Huey. There's the triple. Peters grabs the miss. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Milutinov. Here's Dorsey. He takes it in, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Covered by Evans. Here's Huey. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Hazonia, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Dorsey. It's deflected. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. Here's Peters. Hezonja defending. Pass to Dorsey. High post shot. Drained for 2 points. Dorsey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Here's Peters. Evans kicks to Peters. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Njai. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Here's Milutinov, and the lead is down inside single digits.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Njai's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Garuba, he's checked in for Hezonja. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Covered by Evans. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Peters. Here's Dorsey. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land, here's Milutinov. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Now Dorsey. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
You know, it's never going to...
Happy weekend. And everyone, it's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Ibaka in at the 4. Here's Osman, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Fires from deep. That shot is good by Campazzo.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's your 7. The D's right on him. From deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Back to deck. This one for 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. On offense, here is Athens. It's a 5-point game. You're 7 a screen. Launches it. Osman with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Hezonja. With the 10-footer. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here they come. Osman on the wing. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Hezonja. Cuts off the pass. And they're pushing it up. He stops. He pops. Kept alive. Osman passes to Hernan Gomez. And that one is hammered home.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Well, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Pass to Hezonja. Can they get it? 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Athens. It's stolen. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Osman, no good. In transition. Here's Deck. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Athens with it. Hernan Gomez inside. Deck's there. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. Hernan Gomez has got his 2nd basket of the game. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hezonja. Here's Campazzo. He drops it from range. Campazzo's got 6.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Osman, and the layup is good off the glass. He has 7.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And there's the screen. Picked his pocket. Another shot. Lets it go. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Athens.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Pass to Azonia. They need this. Goes up again. Here's Ibaka. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Osman passes to Hernan Gomez. Back to Osman. Ibaka with a steal. To the inside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Yep, that one goes.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Beyond the arc. That shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 9. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And it's Campazzo in at the point. Pass to Azonia. 3-pointer, no good. Athens leading by 6. And they're on the run. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Nunn defends. Here's the 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Ninja grabs the miss. Defended by Brown. Pass to Musa. And here they come. Jumps up. And he dunks it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he knocks down the first one.
Number 24, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Athens leading by 5. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Pass to Azonia. The 3 ball. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Clock at 6. Here's none. And Musa pulls it down.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
With the drive, that one goes in. 7 points in the game.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Can't connect from short range.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And he buries his first look.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's none. He's scoreless. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. And another miss by Athens. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
To the paint. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Defended by Brown. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the half. That evens the score.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. They're running. Pass to Musa. Back to Garuba from outside the arc. They get it back. Injai. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And so it's Athens with it. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Okay, big man. Hammer it home.
Ooh, showing some athleticism right there. He still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
Musa, good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 29 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Injai. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Injai's got his first bucket in this one.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Hey, here's none for 3. And they'll get another chance. Brown scanning the floor. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 7.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Hazonia in at the shooting guard position. Campazzo, pass to Ibaka. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ibaka's gotten his third basket of the night.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And for Athens, and your 7 gets it to go.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Hazonia. Five to shoot. Here's Deck. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And Campazzo pulls it down. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Hazonia gets the bucket.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Out to the right wing. Inside. Got a hand on it. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Campazzo. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hazonia. The steal. All by himself. Here's Osman. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
The drive by Campazzo. It's hauled in by Athens.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Oh, got a piece of it. Ibaka with a steal. That shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 11 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Hernan Gomez. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
A tight game here in Milwaukee.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Ibaka from behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And another miss by Athens. Here's Deck. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Deck's got his second basket.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
To win the run. The shot comes out. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Ibaka. The rebound by Osman. Athens trails by 7. To the paint. Here's your 7. The layup off target. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. 1 minute left in the third. Here's Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Deck. Shot clock at 6. Good on the short little jump shot. Deck's got his third basket on the night right there.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
You're 7.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
Here's Campazzo. He's got 11. Pass to Hazonia. Back to Campazzo. And here's Ibaka. Here's Campazzo. Back to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's Campazzo. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Misses the 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Oh, got that one up quick.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Fires it. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Njai. Banked it in off the glass.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Lets it fly. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here. Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Here's Osman. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
They get it back. Pass to Musa. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Athens trails by 10. To the middle. Here's Osman. He's off on the layup. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Stripped it away. Deflects the pass. And he's going for the lob. That one's good for 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And another miss by Athens. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got rebound number 7 tonight. From deep three-point range. No luck on that one.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
And so it's Athens with it. Down by 12.
The ball goes to the substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. No coverage that time.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. None, no good. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
BA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Ninja grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Offline with a three.
Away team foul. And second personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Number 26.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Athens.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
At the line for
the first free throw is good.
Number 44.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Garuba. Hits the trifecta.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hey, here's none for three. Second chance effort. And another miss by Athens. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed.
Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the two-guard spot. Pass to Vezenkov. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Panathinaikos, no good. Now Athens with it. None with it. Second chance effort. Here's Yurtsevin. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Outside Fournier. It's hauled in by Athens. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Nunn. They set the screen to the paint. Here's Osman. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Here's Panathinaikos. It's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Osman kicks to Nunn. From the arc. They grab their own miss.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Here's Vezenkov. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Fournier. Pass to Panathinaikos. Sinks the three-pointer. Panathinaikos got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Nunn to halt the run. Here's Yurtsevin. Lays it up and banks it in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Panathinaikos, the pass to Fournier. Vezenkov, no good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Drills it from outside.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Fournier to the left side wing. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Panathinaikos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Athens. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Athens foul call. Lucas. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Fall. Back to Fournier. No good, unable to end this run.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lucas passes to Osman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Number 40. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Out to the wing. Panathinaikos kicks to Fournier. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Yes, that goes in. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. .46 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Osman. He has yet to score. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Left side, Fournier. Here's Panathinaikos, defended by none. Got a piece of it. Here's Panathinaikos. At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here's Dorsey, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Dorsey's got his first 2 points. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Athens trails by 3. And it's blocked, and he recovers it. Over in the corner, Brown to the middle. Another shot. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc, a shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Now Dorsey. He's got 7. Can't cash in from close range.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. He's got 6.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first. Bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. Good on the three-point shot.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. And Dorsey kicks to Peters. It's hauled in by Athens.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now, here's Grant. Scoreless thus far. Kept alive. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And Athens leads by 3.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Dorsey, that's good.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Peters. Inside. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Grant for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. 50 seconds left now here in the second. They set the pick. Pass to Peters. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now Athens with it. Now here's Brown. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here's Peters. He's covered by Grant. Here's Peters. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Peters has got 6 points. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
For Athens, they made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. He hits the second from the line. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. There's the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
With 1 on the clock, and it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Athens leads by just 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Thanks for joining us. Now
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Athens with it. They lead by 1. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the 1. Knocks down the 3-ball. Nunn's got the first field goal of the second half for Athens.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Fournier. Athens getting their last shot to go. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. And now it's an 8-point Athens lead.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
They get a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. There's Lucas. Pass to Osman. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Osman's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Fournier. That one good for 2. Fournier's got 7 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Panathinaikos. He has 5. Outside Fournier. Pass to Panathinaikos. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 8.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Osman, the pass to Slukas. A putback. It's good on the putback. And Athens leads by 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot's good from Fournier.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Here's Osman. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Vazenkov. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
Fournier against Nunn. Takes the 3. Athens with another miss.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Fall. For the tie, stolen by Nunn. There's Slukas. It's good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's Fournier. 10 points for him. Here's Fall. Panathinaikos dishes to Fournier. Down low. 5 to shoot. Shot by Panathinaikos, no good. Athens leading by 4. Here's Yurtsevin. And that one's on target from the wing. Yurtsevin's got 8. Yurtsevin's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. They set the pick. And Fournier kicks to Panathinaikos. They get it again. Tries again. The layup missed.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Nunn wide open. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Panathinaikos. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Fournier. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Athens ahead. They lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Nunn in at the shooting guard. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Evans kicks to Dorsey. Hernan Gomez covering. Back to Evans. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Nails the baby hook. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Dorsey passes to Peters. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Athens leading by 3.
Oh, yes!
And he dunks it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Evans. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
The ball goes to the away team.
On Friday and then on Tuesday. Here's Peters. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Milutinov. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. High post, Hernan Gomez. Brent kicks to Brown. Brent outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Dorsey. No good from outside. Athens leading by 5. Grant outside. Athens moving the ball around. No good that time. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Athens?
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Out to the right wing. Off target with his 3.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And it's good. 2 points. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. And Dorsey kicks to Peters. A three-pointer is right on target.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. There's a screen. Here's Evans, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Stolen. Here's Dorsey. Off target from outside. Athens leading by 4. Pass to Brown.
Away team foul. Number 77. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Grant.
Away team foul. Milutinov. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. And Dorsey kicks to Peters. 5 on the clock. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. Three-pointer. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dorsey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for the away team. Dorsey.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. Grant on the wing. Shoots over Dorsey. No good from Grant.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
It's Athens taking the W in this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to...